Hello, on this occasion, we from Group 1 will tell a synopsis of the film Shark Lake. But before that, it is introduced. My name Feby Dwi Sulistyo, cadet number 2021120003. And this is my friend.
Hello everyone, my name is Felicia Francisco Lopez, the number credit 2021
Okay, just go ahead. In this film, there is a man named Clint. He is involved in the case of releasing wild animals around when being cased by the police. Clint accidentally releases a shark into the lake. At that time, there was a pair of grandparents looking for gemstone on the edge of the lake. At that time, the woman from the grandfather asked for permission to take his cell phone, which was still left behind, and left the grandfather alone. When the woman returned to the lake, the grandfather shouted loudly and immediately rushed to the grandfather's place. When he got there, the woman was shocked and screamed to see that the grandfather had lost parts of his body. After that, the police came and scanned the scan of the case, initially suspecting that a bear killed the grandfather because the area around the place is a bear-prone place.
After conducting a search, the police family accidentally meet Peter, who is scientist at a restaurant, and talk a little about the problem. At night, there is a party at the lake. A young man and a woman do this on the lips of the lake. Then what is surprising is that the man is eaten by the lake predator. Because there was a strong feeling from the lake, one day Peter did a research in the lake, and unexpected thing happened. There was a predator shark in the lake. Peter found used pens and a piece of hand. Peter took him to the police station and meet the police family. Yesterday he met.
After telling the story of the thief, Peter and Meredith rushed to the beach where the police chief was giving information there that the beach was safe and what happened yesterday was the work of a bit. Arriving at Lake, Peter and Meredith gave an apple to tell visitor to stay away from the lake. Not long after, the shark immediately attacked the visitor. From this incident, the entertainment at the lake was finally closed and reopened when it was safe. Arriving at the police station, they talked about the shark, got to the lake, and how to move the shark. Then Peter explained the time of the thief saw a lot of sharks. If you drop them in the they lake will absorb 2 months fresh water relative to their body solvents, basically causing them to sink from the bottom outwardly. But bull sharks are very special. They are aquatic because they have the ability to regulate their kidney according to the salinity of the water. They are in this type of regulatory Ozama variable is only seen in a very small percentage of sharks. It is impossible. Bull sharks also have a fairly rapid breeding. How did the shark get into the lake even though we don't have a river that connects to the Pacific? They suspect that someone released the bull shark in the lake. One day, Clint visited the house where Carly lived, and then Carly heard a little about Clint's conversation with Carly's grandmother. After Meriden came home from work, Carly told her that his father was a good man. The reporter who claimed to have handled shark wanted to try to kill the shark so that Meridin was attacked to him, and finally the reporter and a friend were also monitored by the police chief to hunt for the shark, but the poor reporter became the bull shark male and the police chief returned alone.
Peter and Meredith officer went to the office and saw the video about the journalist. The chief of police invited fishermen from various countries to hunt again, and according to Peter, it was not a good idea because there was not prepare equipment and boats, not only one shark that will be announced turn when the shark is put into the lake was in a preemergent position, resulting in a lot of shark in the lake. One day, Carly entered a room looking for where her father lived in the arrest file. After Carly managed to find the address, Carly immediately raced to the address, saying, "Good to find her father." When the police Meredith got home, she looked for her mother, and Carly saw her mother in the lake. The female police officer immediately ran to the lake. Finally, Meredith come at the right time and shot the shark that was chasing his mother.
You okay?
Carly arrived at his father's house and hid in the boat near the lake because a sheriff came to pick him up. Not long after, Client came and went straight to the boat. Client didn't even know that there was child on the boat, namely Carly. Then Client was approached by officer after Carly got out of hiding. The officer accused Client of kidnapping Carly, and they acknowledged each other. Then threw the policeman in the lake and took Carly away. Meredith finally comprehend Client had taken his son away. Then he took a boat to look for Carly in the lake with Peter. When he arrived at the place Meredith took a boat, there was a friend of Peter who was sticking on the lake, and Meredith urged him to get out of the lake, but he emerged the
Where's it
apple.
coming from?
While looking for Kelly in Meredith's ship, and Peter was hit by a skateboard driven by Peter's friend, and a fire broke out in the skateboard. Peter immediately helped his friend by swimming in the lake. When Peter was about to approach his friend, a shark came and ate Peter's friend, and Peter immediately returned to the ship with regret.
Shouldn't have let him come out here. We shouldn't be out here.
After that, Meredith and Peter will return to the mainland, but the ship's engine is damaged, and there is a lag due to being hit by the skateboard. After a few hours later, the ship sank, and only the boy used by Peter and Meredith sank came, and a shark came and attacked Peter. But Peter had repaired weapons. Finally, Father will success in killing one shark. After that, Father is attacked again by a shark and eat it.
Now there is only a female police officer who was almost eaten by a shark, but Client come to help her get pulled into the boat. Finally, Carly and the family police officer met. After that, there was an argument between client and the famous police officer. Will arguing to ship the weapon was is by a shark and experiencing a literal of the boats. Without thinking, client immediately helped Charlie and fought the shark until he was injured in his upper arm because he was bitten by a shark. When he was attacked by a female police officer who also helped so he
Thank you.
Shouldn't I be saying that?
Finally, the next day they returned to the mainland and were immediately approached by police and ambulance. Clint was then taken to the office for questioning regarding the case of releasing wild animals in the city area.